Good days, everyone. Several days ago, we had one project for the cable tie production line setup and testing. And the main duty is we need to set up the cable tie production line. Merit is the unload robot with the injection molding machines. We need to test 10 pieces of the cable tie injection mold in front of the client. And the client, he bring his own material from his country to China. It means that we import this material from the other country to China to test it. Totally 4 days. During these totally 4 days, I have made 70 videos to record all this process. Most of the video is less than 1 minute. So it means that totally I have used 1 hour and a little bit more to record all this process for 4 days. If you want to begin your cable tie manufacturing business, I think this 70 video is worth to watch. Or if you want to invest into the cable tie manufacturing, it's better that this 1 hour, a little bit more time you need to spend. Maybe you can show this video to your worker or to your operators, and maybe we will bring some another idea to them. You can make it as the main trainings. That's my recommendations, and this is my suggestions. Let me repeat the full process. Totally we have 10 molds, and the client he brings 10 package PA single 6 from the other countries. We import from the other country to China and we bring to our factories. It's 10 package, each package 50 kilograms. First, we think that this 10 package maybe is not enough, but finally we found that almost half of the material we left. It means that we just use five package. In the first day, we need to warm up the machines. And in the first day, we don't have the mold temperature controller, so we spend a lot of time to warm up the mold temperatures. The first day, we have run the unload robot as well. Finally, you can see how the production line is going. But in the first day, we have spent too much time to warm up the mold temperature. And the second day, because we are the injection molding machine manufacturer, we are not the cable tie manufacturer, so we don't have the auxiliary machines preparing well. For example, the mold controller, we didn't have it prepared well for the mold testing. And the second day, we found one mold temperature controller and connect to the molds. Then the molds warm up speed faster. And the second day, we just test the second molds. So the third day, the testing the speed is very fast. And the third day, we have test totally is 5 molds. And the fourth day, we test 3 molds, something like that. And I remember that on the 4th day, we just have 2 molds left. And finally, because we have tested the most difficult molds, very long cable tie mold, and the client is very satisfied. So he don't want to see the other 2 mold left because that 2 mold is very small. And this is piece of case in front of the long and large mold. So he just want us to send them the video. The general process of the injection molding for the cable tie is first we warm up the mold. You can see from the video, right? Warm up the mold, and then we give the pressures, high pressures, to let the melt practice fill fluid into the mold cavities. With the mold temperature coming up, the cavity will be filled fluid a little by little. Till the moment the cavity is full, we may reduce the injection pressures, and then the flash will reduce as well. This is the whole process. And before that, we need to exhaust all the materials out of the ballot, and before stop the machine, we need to do that again. In these 3 to 4 days, we meet several cases. The first one, the mold temperature locks it up, right? And the second one, the roster is blocked. The third one, dry all the materials out of the ballot. There are several things I need to explain in details. The first is the mold temperatures. In the first day, we don't have the mold temperature controller, so we just warm up the mold with the raw materials. So that is the one very loose way. It means that we inject the practice inside the mold with the temperature of the melting practice to warm up the mold. This way, we will waste the materials a lot. And especially just have the limited quantity of the PA6, which is the client bring from his country. The quantity is very limited. In the second day, when we connect with the mold temperature controller, even in the first shock of the injections, the cavity is almost 50 to 60% is full. It's not like the first day. It's just a little, right? Mold temperature controllers is very important. Or maybe we can see the mold temperature is very important in the cable tie manufacturing. This is the first things. Second things, blockage of the rollers. That is the most dangerous moment during the cable tie manufacturing, because one side the roller is broken, but inside of the barrel, the material is still with the heat and producing the gas. At this moment, inside of the barrel, the temperature is at least 260 degrees, right? So it means that the gas inside is with high pressures and high temperature. So in this moment is very dangerous. So the people should treat this moment very carefully. And you can see what we are doing, right? First, we will use the roller a little bit and to feel if there's some high pressures gas inside or not. If no, we will keep working on. If we found that if there's some high pressure gas inside, we need to stop the productions to wait till the ballot, the temperature come down of the ballot. That it means that will be hours. It's low doubt. And the first things, before the production, we need to clean out. We need to clean out, or we need to dry out all the materials inside of the ballot. You can see how we make it, right? The first things you can find the materials is black color and turn to yellow color. At the moment he changed to white color, and then we can start the productions. Before the start of the machine, we need to dry out all the materials out of the ballot as well. But during these two, some case, right? I didn't call accident. There's some case. Maybe you need to hold on the productions. You need to pay attention how long you will hold. If you hold on too much time, the rotor will be blocked again. Some case, maybe the operator is busy on the other machines, or maybe in our case, our operator is busy on the phone call, right? You can see he's go out or make a one call, something like that. And when he be back, the rotor is blocked. That is what happened in our case. I mean that if the time of the hold on is too long, you have to dry all the material out of the ballot as well. After the productions, I mean that you have the cable tie in your hand, right? You have the cable tie in your hands. So what you do is to test the tension straight to see what is the result you have get. That's the most important step for you, right? Let me go over again this time most testing. I have mentioned a lot of times that the three angle, the injection molding machine, injection molding mold, and the raw material, right? And In our side, the injection molding machine and the injection molding mold is belong to us, but the raw material is from the client. We don't have any ideas of these types of material before. We need to learn these materials characters in a very short time. Otherwise, we cannot make it successful for this 10 piece of molds testing. This is the key point of this testing. Even we connection to the mold temperature controller. From the moment of we begin the production till we can get a good quality cable tie, it will take almost 1.5 to 2 hours. This 2 hour time is burning the money. You need to pay for the electrical, right? You need to pay for the raw materials. Those the raw material you can make as the recycled one, but you are paying the money on them. So sometimes the one good operators will save you a lot of money. If the operator is not so well or not so professional, maybe the hour will be 3 hours, right, or 4 hours. And during the productions, we have bring the master batch. I don't know what the name of these types of materials. It's one resins of the practice. And there's one story. In 2014 or 2015, before that, almost all the cable tie in China, we will produce by the PA66. The price of the PA66 have raised a lot. So under the pressure of the cost, the people begin to apply for the single six, the PA single six, instead of the PA66. But the PA6, the single six, have his character. It cannot meet all the requests of the cable tie, and then some people or some factories invent some resin, plastic resin, to change the character of the PA single six in order to adjust the character of the PA single six to meet the request of the cable tie. Nowadays, almost all the factories in China, they use the PA single six. They need to mix the master batch. And these types of materials, it belong to the chemical fields, and this is very far away beyond my ecology, because for the machine, I just load the mechanical, right, hydraulical, and electrical. That's all the physics, right, physical fields. The plastic resin supplier, they have their own way to produce these kinds of master batch. That is one easy job to them. That's my experience. Sometimes we will sell the PA single six to the client. He always can find the right master batch in his local market. That's always happen like that. I think for the practice raw material supplier, that is a piece of case. Now we need to go to the practice and what we will do in the business. For example, now we have obtained one order. We have get one order from the customer. They need the cable tie size 100 by 2.5 mm. For this size of the cable tie, we have the molds of 100 cavity, right? The cycle time is 13 seconds. So that is easy for us to obtain the output quantity. I have calculated for you. It's around 276 package and per hour. One package of 100 piece cable tie. I think this is one very normal package. So what we will do, first we will install the mold, right? And then we will connect to the mold temperature controller, because these equipment can reduce a lot of time for the adjustment. Normally, for the operator who have experience from the first shot to the moment when we obtain the good qualities of the cable tie, normally it will take 1.5 hours to 2 hour times. This piece of time we are burning the money, right? You need to pay for the salary, need to pay for the rent. I call this periods is burning money, right? It's burning money. When from the moment when you obtain the good cable tie, good quality cable tie, at least they are low any fresh, right? Low any fresh. And then you begin to the productions. And this time I call it printing money time. I name these two periods that will be good for us to discuss in the following. So for the large order, the initial burning money time is negligible. So it doesn't make a significant difference. But on the other hand, the small order, this time is very critical. And normally in the business, the client will give you 10 size or 5 size of the cable tie. 2 of them is big order, but the rest with a small quantity of the order. And you need to accept the whole order, right? The whole order, some big quantity and some small quantities. So in this moment, how do you do with the small quantity order? Some client, some customer, he will produce a little bit more the cable tie as the stock, but keep the cable tie in the stock. That will increase the pressure of the capital. That is easy for us to obtain one conclusion. Who have more money, who will keep a big stock, right? And he can use this stock to satisfy all kinds of the order, right? Even big quantity or even small quantity. So sometimes in the business world, and some client, even he have the poor machine or poor molds, he can get a very outstanding position in the competitions because of his relationship with the client, right? He always can get a good order, big quantity order, and or maybe he have a big stock. Do we have another solutions? We reduce the cycle time. We increase the mold cavities. With the only purpose is to increase the output in one certain time, right? In one certain time. All the efforts is inside of the printing time periods, right? And can we do something in the burning money time periods? I think the answer is yes, right? The answer is yes. For the mold maker, they have introduced the hot runner mold. The hot runner mold is with a high cost. It will bring another contradictions because the mold investment increase. Meanwhile, the order is often small, right? And for us, and for the injection molding machine, that is the development of the technical. This process is have a lot of risk. I will expand this topic in another video. After this video, I will bring another video, introduction of the cable tie injection molding machines. I will expand this topic. That is very complicated, but I can tell you definitely is yes, we will do something in the burning money time. That will help a lot. I hope I have explained all the issue clear to you. And thank you for your watchings, and thank you for your time, and thank you for your kind attention. If you have any doubts or any issue or any idea, please feel free to send me email or contact me. Thank you. Thanks a lot.